It can also have its very bad storms to it, so creating different magic each way, colors, light, shape, sounds.
I grew up in New York City, and I always dreamed of going to the Everglades because, like you mentioned, I only knew about it from books and pictures, and I thought, this must be an amazing place, and I couldn't, I thought it was a place I'd always wanted to visit, and now here I am, all grown up, and it's just as magical as I ever could have imagined.
Unfortunately, over the past 100 years, half of the historic Everglades have disappeared, transformed into cities, businesses, and agriculture, and lost forever. It wasn't too long ago that everything west of I-95, from Palm Beach to Miami, was Everglades.
Well, historically, you'd have rainfall in the Kissimmee Valley, and it would kind of slowly trickle down the Kissimmee River into Lake Okeechobee.
Gabe is a spokesperson for the South Florida Water Management District.
And in the summer months, the lake would overflow its banks, and you'd have this very slow sheet flow of water that came down into what's now Everglades National Park and down into Florida Bay and out here into Biscayne Bay. It's where they coined the term River of Grass. Today, what happens when rain falls in the Kissimmee, that water no longer can sheet flow down into the Everglades as it used to. It's all moved via a system of canals, levees, berms, pump stations. And as we were talking about the other day, when rain falls in, they're called basins, a certain basin, the only way that that water is going to move is if a water manager here at the district moves it. It's not going to move naturally as it used to.
And that's where the South Florida Water Management District comes in.
We have a operations center here, a control room at the Water Management District in West Palm Beach at our headquarters. It's staffed 24/7, and we have, again, a team of engineers and water managers that literally have to figure out on a daily basis where it's going to rain, how much it's going to rain, and where to put the water, or where to move the water.
They're responsible for moving water around 16 counties through 2,000 miles of canals, from Orlando to the Florida Keys.
Today we have 8.1 million residents living in the same place where the Everglades were. So it may seem like magic, but it actually takes a lot of science, technology, engineering, and hard work to make this water management system work so that people can live here. And it's a very delicate balance of providing water supply, flood control, restoring the environment, protecting wildlife. It's one of the most complex water management systems in the world. And the Everglades are one of the most unique ecosystems in the world.
Geoff is a senior meteorologist at the district.
If you could pull a pay raise out of it, that'd be awesome.
He recently retired since this interview.
I do magic, not miracles. Come on now.
Geoff has the totally unique job of predicting how much rain will fall in the various areas that make up the South Florida Water Management District.
We actually break the district up into about a dozen or so basins and forecast how much rain is going to fall within those basins, so the engineers can then come up with an idea, plan for what amount of water to move that day.
Now, I know you're a number cruncher, so you can pick any number you want, but to give me at least a chance, let's give out a range from, say, 21 to 101. So somewhere.
But we base our forecasts on physics, known entities that we play out in time, and so sometimes you kind of get bogged down more in that. You're focused more on the things you know, not so much the aspects of you that you don't know.
No one can sneak a peek in here. I'll just leave it right here. I'd like you to just think of the number you've selected and see if you can send me an image of it and see if I can connect with you.
And so, yes, there is a magical element to
Not
it.
Yet. That's a good send, but I didn't quite get it. Send again. I got these three. It's a 1, a 1-1, and a 1-0. Almost like a barcode. Are you thinking binary? No.
No.
Now this one came in for a second. Now, I'm not sure if it's in 8 or infinity. Depends on how it goes. Please, think of your number. Hold on. You know, two big numbers just came in. 34 and 35. Are either of these your number, Geoff?
No.
All right, hold on. Keep thinking. Geoff, for the first time, please tell us, what was the number you've been thinking?
54.
54. Do you mind if I check? Because this is my first miss. I just want to double check. Aha, yes, it was 54. Well, I was close. I had a 5 and a 4 together. If I had slipped that up, that would have been good. Oh, but wait. Just take a moment and look at this. If you add the column down, 35 and 10 is 45, 45 and 9, that's 54. Let's try that again. 8 and 2 is 10, 47 and 7 is 54. Let's try it sideways. 36 and 10 is 46 and 8 is 54. Oh, you're gonna like this one, Geoff. This angle. Oh, but wait. 35.
Not only am I able to reveal what number Geoff simply thought of, my numbers all add up to his.
If the outer 4 are 54, let's check the middle 4. 9 and 8 is 17 plus 3 is 20 plus 34. Geoff, we've done it. It's 54.
And that's exactly the kind of number crunching magic that Geoff is able to pull off in his own unique way with the weather.
Is there somehow I can use this trick to get the forecast right for tomorrow?
Absolutely. Take 54, divide by 3, add 2, and that's the inches.
Awesome. Let me write that down.
And if anything goes wrong, don't tell them it was me if we're having flooding in Miami tomorrow, because I was never here. Watch me disappear.
I'd like to do that on the days I get the forecast wrong. Just disappear.
Well, I'm sure that's not very often. I can tell you're a consummate professional. I see that. It's great for you to let us come in here and to share what you do with us. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by.
Anytime I can show anybody the Everglades and the beauty that surrounds it, it's very interesting for me.
Well, I sure appreciate it, and I hope that our viewers start to appreciate it too, because this is a magical place, and I hope that everybody gets a chance at some point to visit you or the Everglades and to come out here and get an understanding of what we have here on this beautiful planet and in this country. Some beautiful spots that are just very magical.
Well, thank you. My
You're
pleasure.
welcome. Thank you, sir.
I'm Carl Pilcher. I worked for NASA for almost 30 years, and I can tell you this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that water's flowing through the Everglades today. But if we're not careful and concerned, it could all dry up.